These Russell Westbrook moments are unbelievable. Let's start it off with number 10. This was when Russell Westbrook became the league's scoring champion, not once, but twice. Westbrook was able to close out the 2015 NBA season with an emphatic 37-point game over the Minnesota Timberwolves. The game helped him finish the year averaging 28.1 points a game. The next closest player on the list was James Harden with 27.4. Fast forward a couple years later, and Russ was able to win the scoring title again in 2017, and this was an even bigger year for him, averaging 31.6 points per game for the Thunder, and it was a massive reason for their success that year. Number 9. Winning MVP. Now, some people were expecting James Harden to come away with this award considering his amazing season, but Westbrook had the voters on his side. At the end of this season, Brody averaged 31.6 points, 10.4 assists, and 10.7 rebounds a game. Yeah, it's a triple-double average. This was the year after Kevin Durant had left the Thunder to go play for the Golden State Warriors too, making it all the more impressive. Not only that, but Westbrook broke a 55-year-old record that year that was previously held by Oscar Robertson. Robertson had 41 triple-doubles in a single season in 1961. Russ that year had 42. Number 8. This sequence of events for Russ and the Thunder was just too good not to put onto this list. Westbrook does it all on this play. He makes a man miss with his sweet handles, then goes right ahead and finishes the play with a beautiful dime to his teammate Steven Adams. Take a look at how it played out.
Coming off that two-game losing streak.
He made all these moves look so easy. He was able to just quickly maneuver around the first defender while keeping the ball on a string. Then he caught Adams out of the corner of his eye and jumped into the air while passing to catch the other defender off guard when he was coming over to help. Just an overall impressive play by the former MVP. Number 7. This game winner. We all know that Westbrook isn't recognized for his phenomenal three-point shooting, but he decided to showcase the shooting skills he does have in a tight game against the Sacramento Kings. The score was tied at 107, and there was literally only 1 second left on the clock. Russ received the inbounds pass and had to do something quick, and this is what happened next.
And Hill on the floor. Westbrook for the win. Got it!
It's honestly so impressive that he was able to rise up and release the shot so quickly after the ball just hit his hands. He got a decent-looking shot off from deep in a tie game with a second left and absolutely drilled it. Plus, it's even more impressive considering his typical three-point shooting average. I guess we can just say that this dude loves clutch time. Number 6. Westbrook had an unbelievable scoring game on March 7th, 2017. The Thunder were taking on the Portland Trail Blazers, and Russ entered with one thing on his mind: scoring the ball. The point guard was able to sink 21 out of his 39 shot attempts that day, registering a ridiculous 58 points. This number serves as his current career high too, and one that he might not ever break again. What was even more impressive in this performance was that he didn't even play that much during the game. In fact, he had just 36 minutes on the floor. His second highest scoring game was 57, but for comparison, it took him 42 minutes to reach that number. Before we move on to this next impressive Russell Westbrook moment, take a minute to scroll down and smash that like button. Otherwise, Russ might come over and drop a new career high on your favorite team, so what are you waiting for? Anyways, let's get right back into the action now with number 5. Now that we've covered his impressive scoring game, let's talk about an impressive rebounding game. Guards aren't typically sticking their noses in the paint. They like to wait out on the perimeter and occasionally come down with boards if it comes to them. Russ, though, is the complete opposite. He attacks the glass like he's a 7-foot center. With the Washington Wizards taking on the Indiana Pacers, Westbrook was an animal on the boards. He had 21 rebounds at the end of the day, and the Wizards were able to get a 154-141 win over the Pacers to top it off. It was a game that they might have lost if they didn't have Russ working it so hard in the rebounding department. To put this into perspective, Washington as a team grabbed just 44 rebounds. Westbrook had 21 of them. And again, this is a point guard we're talking about here. Number 4. This night was just unreal. Shortly after the rapper Nipsey Hussle sadly passed away, Westbrook dedicated a wonderful performance to him. The Oklahoma City Thunder were able to blow away the Los Angeles Lakers this time, mostly because Russ couldn't be stopped at all. He dropped 22 points, had 25 rebounds, and oh by the way, 21 assists. It was only the second time in league history that somebody was able to put up a 20-20-20 on the stat sheet. The only other player to accomplish such a feat was the legendary Wilt Chamberlain, who owns almost every single scoring record in the book. Number 3. Russ really plays the game with no fear. During this matchup between the Denver Nuggets and the Thunder, he was in the zone. The Thunder found themselves down by 2 points with just under 3 seconds left in the game. Oklahoma City was on the road, so everybody in the stadium felt pretty confident that their team was about to win the game. During the inbounds pass here, Westbrook was denied the ball, so it was sent in to Steven Adams, who somehow found Westbrook again. At this point, Russ took over and did this to end the game.
What a perfect ending!
It's just absolutely cold-blooded stuff here from Westbrook. It was impressive how he was able to work his way away from the defender throughout this entire play and still have the energy and composure to get a clean jump shot off before the clock struck 0. Number 2. This stretch of triple-doubles in 2021 was probably the greatest run we've ever seen in the NBA to this day. Throughout 30 games of the 2021 season, Westbrook had 20 triple-doubles posted. In his last 25, he posted 18. In his last 20, he posted 16. In his last 15, he had 13. And in his last 10 games, he had 9 triple-doubles. Oscar Robertson is the closest comparison to Westbrook when it comes to the triple-double stat line, but he never even came close to having a run similar to that one that Russ put together here. We also don't think enough about how difficult this is to do, and he made it look so easy these last few years, but posting double digits in 3 major categories each and every game for an extended period of time is just nuts. Number 1. The Thunder and the Warriors, a classic matchup. Kevin Durant and Westbrook found themselves down by 2 points to the Warriors with 9 seconds left in overtime. They needed a big last-second shot to either tie the game up or put them ahead, and the play started out incredibly messy. The ball bounced around to different players on the Thunder, and a missed shot was the result. However, Russ flew in and swatted the ball away from the first Warriors player that could have had a rebound. Then he went ahead and did this to Golden State.
Rebound, change by Oklahoma City. Westbrook with
Not only was he able to come down with a toss-up with one hand, but he still faked a spin move to his right before coming back around and hitting a contested 3-point jump shot over the outstretched arms of a defender for the win at home. It was such an impressive series of events all around by Russ because his play stops dead in its tracks if he doesn't push the rebound away. The game-winning shot was just icing on the cake for him on this one. All the Warriors players could not believe what had just happened. And with that, we officially wrap up today's video on the most impressive moments of Westbrook's career so far. If you like this one, make sure to leave the video a like and subscribe down below. Also, there's a video that just appeared on your screen, so make sure to click it now to keep watching.